So I'm here with my special guest, Coach Tez from Oakland University, man. What's going on?
What's good, man? What's good?
Nothing much, man. You train athletes. You train at all levels, Division I athletes, at all kind of levels. So tell me a little bit about it, man. Tell me about your experience with that.
So basically how I pretty much started, I first went off last year to Siena Heights University as a player. Went down there as a player. I didn't really like it. I didn't like the atmosphere. The grind, it really wasn't for me no more, honestly. Like waking up. You know, I mean, I preach grind all the time on my page and stuff, but really, you got to be cut for the grind. You feel me? I wasn't cut for the grind no more. So I thought I wasn't cut for the grind. I became a manager and stuff, and I started learning the game. And then I worked at camp about last summer, Taylor Jones camp. She, she played at Oakland University, now she's a professional player now.
Oh, that's
I had worked at camp and everything, and I was like, she asked me if I want to be a coach. I'm like, coach? I'm not into coaching. I never coach. You feel me? Like I never coach. I ain't nothing, in my lane. You feel me? I always wanted to be a player. I just want to make it to the next level. So we went down coaching and everything, and I seen the smiles on the kid's face, and that like brightened me up. I'm like, yeah, I can train. I can, make some money off this. I can get my name out there. And ever since then, the rest was history,
Right, man. Dang, that's what's up. That's what's up. What position did you play?
High school, I was always like a 3. Well, not like more like a 3, more like a 4 or 5 sometimes. I always was, a bigger, thick kid most of the time. Right. But like AAU came around, I tried to, expand my game to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Then when I got to college, I was more like a 2 and a 3. So it's a lot of hard training by you playing center your whole life. And then coming down to college level, got to know how to work with the guard. It was tough. So
Right. Yeah. Now I feel that. So with the athletes you do train, do you base like the things y'all work on based on the position they play, or do you have one thing that everybody need to know or everybody need to do?
Foremost, ball handling. Like I got one of my guys right now. You probably seen on my page. Play for the Lakers, JT. His thing is ball handling. Like I don't care how tall you is. I don't care how big, how skinny, how slow, how quick. Ball handling. If you can't handle that rock, what's the point of playing? What's the point of being out there? You feel me?
Hey, that's true. Especially if you under 6 foot.
right. Definitely the league, man. Definitely the league.
That's so true, man. Because that was always like with my experience too. Because I was always a smaller guy, so that was one thing I had to know how to do was dribble the ball. And then me being a little guy, I had to know how to shoot. So I wasn't gonna go far if I didn't know how to shoot, and then play defense as well. That was always one of the things. So do you want to coach now that you've been training people and stuff like that, had the opportunity? Do you actually want to coach like a team? What's the end goal for it?
That's the goal, man. I've been getting a lot of questions about that. A lot of questions. Because my first foremost goal was to be a Division I college coach. And by me coming up in the ranks and stuff like that, like, getting my name out there, I'm starting to fall in love with training. I told myself the other day, I said, if I, came up to blue off training bigger and bigger, I'm putting the college ranks, putting it down.
Right.
But that's still the end goal. I still want to coach a team. I'm still in the works with the AAU team right now. That's the goal right now. It's to coach a team. But like I said, the main goal, I do want to train. So I'm still, in the midst of both, but I love both of them, I love it all,
Right. Trying to just balance it right now, stick to what you're doing, and then if the opportunity comes, you would do it.
Yup.
That's what's up. Well, we got an opening here at Western Michigan. We just fired Steve Hawkins, so
I gotta cut that check.
We're gonna throw you on there. Recommend you, Coach Tez. But I think that's a vital part of any coach is being able to develop players, though. I mean, when you look around the league, like a coach that I really watch. Or watch his team, I should say. But Greg Popovich, everybody know he's one of the best coaches in the league to ever coach. But you got to look at some of the players he's developed as well. Right. I mean, that it kind of goes hand in hand. So you being a trainer and then one of the coaching stuff, as long as you know a lot about the game, then you should be good. You know what I mean?
Right, I feel you on that.
So what's some of the other players you had the luxury of training?
I had luxury training all my players, Pretty much, I don't care, D1, D2, NAIA, but my main, one of my biggest, I want to say my clients, one of my biggest players I had, like I said, Justin Tillman went to VCU, played in Summer League for the LA Lakers. Now he overseas right now, coming back. Hopefully, we working on, getting him back to that level. So when he come back in April, we getting back in the lab. Like I mentioned, Taylor Jones, that's like family right now. She playing overseas, right? Well, she was overseas. She back now. She got a camp coming up in June. If everybody want the details, I'm put on my Instagram and everything.
Go ahead, drop that IG real quick.
Oh yeah, IG. Her Instagram is at Taylor Jones Camp.
Your IG.
Oh, my IG. My IG is Coach Tez with 2 Z's, 2 underscores. And that's again, Coach Tez with 2 Z's, 2 underscore. You can DM me for any questions, elevate that game, or if you just want to get in the lab, any questions, DM me.
Well, yeah, what's the price range and stuff like that?
So price range is it range. So right now I'm charging is $25 a session for an hour and 10.
That's what's up.
So reason I say hour and 10, a lot of other trainers, other players, why hour 10 for so cheap? Because with me, I'm not all about the money. You feel me? I'm not all about, all right, pay me. I'm here. I want to get you in. I want to get you out. You know what I'm saying? I want to, make sure I want to train with Coach Tez. I don't want to train, I want to train with just specifically Coach Tez. So right now, hour and 10, 10 minutes, we're going to get warmed up, stretch, form, shooting, then a hard hour nonstop. A couple water breaks, but hard hour nonstop. You out of there, you're going to feel like you elevate that game. So
that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So I know with the players, they got to be motivated to come to you.
Right.
And earlier you were saying how, when you was doing the grind at Siena and stuff like that, you was like, nah, this grind specifically is not for me. I'm going to choose a different one.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So what keeps you motivated now that you done stuck with a different grind, you training and stuff, you already going through with it? What kind of stuff keeps you motivated?
With training?
Yeah, with training.
Keep motivated with training is... Man, that's a good question, man, because it's a lot of things that keep me motivated. Most and foremost, my players. Every time I see a player, like I had a couple players from Olivet College. I'm steady watching their game. We worked the whole summer, cool. And I look at the stats. And once I look at the stats, I tell them things. I shoot them texts like, why your efficiency this week 50%, last week, next week,
right.
It's a new thing. So that keep me motivated because it's telling me that. To keep, keep working, that's the motivation right there, to seeing my players a smile on the face they have after they get done, training with me and stuff like that. That's a big motivation. Right. Just coaching,
And I know it's good too to see them improve over time. Like you had players you've been training for 1 or 2 years, and then you see how much they starting to blossom over time, whether it's improving ball handling, shooting, and then see it transpire over to the game. I know that's just an amazing feeling.
Yeah, it is. It is for sure. Like I had another player. Well, this player I've been working with for a long time, but we probably got in about three times. Michael Kelly played for Central Michigan. She fourth in the nation, NCAA Division I. So
that's what's up.
Just won MAC Player of the Year. After won MAC Player of the Year, she also in the race for major Player of the Year. So she grinding, but since the NCAA shut down, the awards may not be. Yeah,
man, that's tough right there. And I feel like if she already won the award too, she should still get the award even though the season shut down and stuff like that, because the tournament not happening. Or kind of that's a different story. I don't want to go too much into it right now. We can come back into it like after we take a break and all that. We come back, but I want to keep going on this because I drift all the way off and we'll be somewhere else.
You know.
So like, what's one of the most difficult things about training though with all the different athletes? Do you get those guys who are not serious and come in and stuff like that?
All the time. I get a lot of guys in the DM all the time. When I first started training, I had to learn how to figure out who's serious and who not. I had to learn who want to be camera time and who don't want to. Because when if you try to look at my page, a lot of my first couple of videos is like, camera quality with a cameraman and stuff. Right. The difficult part about it is trying to figure out who just want camera time, who want to get the work in. That's the hard part about training. Another part I can say hard about training is that like you have some pros, if you work with some pros or, people serious about the game, 1 minute they want to work on shooting, and the next minute, all right, let's do ball handling. You already got to work out playing and stuff. All right, well, no, let's get up 20 shots instead of 10 today. You know what I'm saying? Right. You on a top schedule, you got more people. That's the hard part about training. The other hard part I say is it's kind of getting out there too. Getting out there, it can be difficult because how social media is nowadays. Kids want to train, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I say the most difficult part about, being in this business and the training business,
Right. No, I understand that. What's one thing, what's something you learned? A big thing that you've learned just from over there. How long have you been training actually? Man, I don't think I even asked that.
Crazy part. So I had my little brother right now. He's Cameron, he is a senior now. I've been training Cam since I was 14, man. I was 14 when I started training, but I didn't take it serious, you feel me? I did not take it serious. Like, my high school coach right now, shout out to Coach B, Brandon Peoples at Cristo Ray. I used to train my high school. People never knew nobody, not even my parents. I used to train my high school teammates, after practice. And I never took it serious, but I was taking it serious. I've only been doing this for about 5 months.
Oh, wow,
you only
man.
been training for about 5 months. So.
Hey, that's what's up, man, because you're making progress.
Oh, yeah,
you're making a lot of progress.
Appreciate it.
And I see it, too, on the IG. I'm just happy, too. I'm happy to see it, like, because especially, and it's only been 5 months, too, because I would have never thought that. I would have never thought that you only been doing it for 5 months.
Appreciate it.
So that right there shows you that the grind is real and that you really been working. So, I mean, that's good, man. Kudos to you on that. And, okay, so the most difficult thing about, something you've learned.
Oh,
something you've learned. Yep, something you've learned. That was the first question I asked until I switched it.
Oh, no, you are. Yeah. I learned a lot of stuff, man, being in training. One thing I learned, too, is that with training, like I said, it's a lot of people who just want the clout. You feel me? It's a lot of people that want to be heard. Posting on the Coach Ted's page. I had people, DM me, like no names and like that, DM me, let's get on the cam, let's get a workout on the cam, or come pull up at this high school, bring your cameraman, let's get one time in the session. Mm-hmm. I learned, me, at first, when I first did it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Then I do it, I don't get nothing in return, Right. I may get camera work, but I don't get no, no another session, nothing like that. So one thing I'm learning about is like, how to trust certain people, whether it's other coaches, other players, so even trusting myself to learn, to make sure I'm doing the right things to elevate that game,
Right. So kind of like watching where you put your energy and watching watching who you give your time, because it's so valuable. I tell people that all the time, man. I'm like, time is your most valuable asset. Oh, you can't play around with the time, because you'll be mad you end up wasting your time.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Facts.
But Tez, we gonna take a break, man. We gonna get into a song, Jadakiss featuring Fabulous, Soul Food, and then we're gonna come back strong. We're gonna talk a little bit more, man. So until then, this is Fabulous and Jadakiss, Soul Food. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Run with me, Manny Wilson. I'm here with my special guest, Coach Tez from Oakland University. What's going on, man? So we're gonna talk about coaching now. We talked about how you started training and everything. We're going to talk about the coaching aspect of it. Right. So what's some coaches you look up to, man?
That's a good question, man. It's a lot of coaches in this game right now doing great things. Like I said, shout out to Brandon Peoples at Chris Ray right now. My old high school coach, my AAU coach. That's one of the coaches I really look up to, one of my mentors right now. Coach me in the game right now to get better. Another coach I look up to right now, coach named James Tatum. James Tatum is a professional professional development skills trainer. Right now he works with Riley Conley Stein, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what's up.
Anthony Davis, John Colin Perry. So, we sit down, have lunch and everything. We talk about, how can I get better in the game.
Hey, that's a good mentor right there. That's good stuff, man.
He tight, man. He tight. Right now he assistant coach for Wayne County right now, Wayne County Community, women's team. They've been in the game for a while. Then another coach I look up to, two more coaches, Rob Murphy down at Eastern Michigan University, head coach. We talked a couple times. We ain't talked that much. I got I read his book and everything. His story is a great story. I look up to, coming from the hood, to 6 figures, whatever you want to call it, hood to 6 figures, or you know what I'm saying? He got a good, good base, doing a good thing. Right, and lastly, the women's associate head coach right now, Keisha Blaine at Oakland University. Her story good too, coming from the bottom and, going to rise up to the ranks where she at now and those. And I love every coach I name, every story, because it's significant,
Yeah, hey man, I give kudos to good coaches, because it's tough to be a coach in today's world when social media has so much say. Because a lot of people who don't even really know about basketball can give an input on somebody who's so-called like a basketball expert or somebody who's coaching basketball. So it's difficult to find that balance as a coach, and even somebody who's above the coach, like an athletic director or something. It's difficult to stay in between. Okay, is this guy good because the media is saying so, or is he actually not doing things right because the media is saying so? Right. So it's hard to find that balance. So coming from you, what do you think makes a good coach? Like someone who's a good coach?
At what level?
We'll go college. We'll just go college because it's kind of in between the pros and high school.
Good college coach is not just a coach all about. Well, college is more of a business. It's all about the wins. If you're not winning, you out of here.
And man, that's how I can't stress it enough.
Yeah, you seen Steve. Steve Hawkins. End up leaving Western. But I honestly think what a good coach at the college level is a coach is willing. They still kids too, willing to win and willing to help the kid. If you got a kid who failing every class, but you still want him to play, you gotta sit him down. You feel me? You gotta sit her or him, sit him down. I feel like a coach should step up in responsibility because there's some coaches out here might hand out scholarships, may not, never see the floor. I don't. Good coaches, I feel like don't lie to players as well.
Right.
I think another good coach aspect would be, like I said, not lying and making sure, making sure they care for the kid. Because I can sit here all day and say, look, Manny Wilson, I want your son to play for me. I give him a $150,000 scholarship. I'll look out for him. I do this, I do that. Get on campus. I don't know. You feel me? I'm just another recruiter. I'm just another recruiter coming to your house.
Man,
so
that's true.
I feel like
true.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Like good coaches, man, is more than just recruiting, and just getting kids in and getting them out. I feel like you got to actually spend time with the kid. You know what I'm saying? Call them after life. You feel me? And I feel like that should be a good coach for the college level.
That's so true, man. Because I got friends that play at the college level, and they play football, right. They went through a lot of different stuff like that. Where 1 minute a recruiter was talking like, "Come on, man, we gonna give you all the minutes and whatever," and then all of a sudden, boom, we can't have you come here no more. So it's tough, man. It's a tough business, and I think it's difficult. It's definitely difficult, but it can happen. I think any coach can make it happen, especially if it's coming from a genuine place. If it's coming from a genuine place, then most people gonna feel that connection and want to move forward and stuff like that. But as far as then, what's most important for a player to have? Like if you're a coach and you're recruiting, what kind of player would you look for your team?
Honestly, if I ever get to the college level, like I always say I would look for an underdog because I know how I feel to be an underdog. I know how some of my players I train now, like I got a good guard I'm training right now, underdog, unsigned. He actually leaving Oakland, tried out for Oakland twice, and made the last round. And the coach would come out and say, we're not, looking for this position and everything. But like underdogs, I feel like underdogs they may be underdogs, but they tough inside because they got a chip on their shoulder. You feel me? So I would love underdogs. Little guards, underdogs, and people who not just in on the court all the time. Guys who in the classroom, making sure grades straight and want a life after basketball. Because once the ball stop bouncing, I don't know what to tell you. It's nothing to do. So once the window closed for boys, either coaching, going to your life, or I don't know. What else you want to do? But guys looking for something bigger than basketball.
And that kind of goes back to what you were saying too, finding somebody that actually care about you and actually want you to do good just in life and not just within basketball. Right. So that plays a huge part in that too. And I think also the underdog guys come with that grit. And that's one thing I really admire about certain teams, like certain teams in the NBA, like the Clippers and stuff. I like the Clippers more than the Lakers just because the Clippers players got more grit with them.
Yeah, true.
So that's why I'm like, the Clippers, let's do it. I'm not a fan or nothing, but if they play in the Lakers, I'm gonna most likely go for the Clippers because of that reason. And I like that grit. And as a coach, and that also comes too because everything starts at the top with the coach. Getting wins and stuff starts with the way you set the tone. And if somebody sets the tone where it's really lax and easy going at a mediocre pace, whatever, then they're probably going to be the kind of results that a player get or that a team gets versus where if they coming in and they say most of the coaches who are really good coaches are A.O.s.
That's true. That's fact.
And me like knowing some coaches, they are, but they're nice people when you take them out of their profession. Like when they're not focused on football or basketball and you doing outside activities, they're like a nice person, a genuinely good dude, a funny person, whatever. But when they about their business, then they a-hole. And I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that, especially if it's generating wins. So that's how I look at it, man. And that's also what's most important right there is generating wins at the end of the day.
You got a point.
Is there anything you want to add before we keep moving on?
Oh, no, not right now.
You got a song? I meant to ask actually before we started. You got a song selection you want to hear?
Oh, you already know, man. I'm a bar waff. Sorry, you already know, man.
I ain't gonna lie, you have me fooled.
Y'all check my story. Shout out to my guy Shad Moss. You feel me? But man, you can play. Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
But it's a request. You gotta give me a song. What song?
That Soulja Boy cut that check.
So they gotta have a clean version.
Yeah, it should be a clean.
Let's see. Hopefully they got it on iTunes too.
I just like the beat of the song. The song ain't all that good, just the beat, hard.
I can't find it on iTunes, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm struggling. Okay, so look, this what we're gonna do. I'm gonna find that song. I'm gonna play this first song. Miss some Rihanna that's lined up.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna play this Rihanna, and then we gonna come back with your selection.
All right, cool.
So to kick it off, we're gonna play Rihanna, Rude Boy, and then we gonna come back with your section right after following this one. So until then, we got Rihanna, Rude Boy.